Hi everybody, Rochelle here from Quebec CICHLID. Welcome to another action-packed episode of Store Xtreme Makeover. Today we are finally getting to working on the tropical fish section because at the moment it looks like this. Now it doesn't take an expert in building retail businesses to see that that's just ridiculous. At first it looked like this. We had 3 rows of aquariums. The problem is the people didn't see the fish on the bottom row and on the top row. So we wanted to fix it up to have only 2 rows of aquariums, and that's what we're doing today. So why does it look so weird? Well, in our last extreme makeover, we had to take 2 of the aquariums, the 2 that are missing, and use them in our new Mbuna rack. And that was a little bit more important because it's at the entrance of the store. So obviously when people come into the store, it has to be impressive. And after our 150-gallon tank leaked, that area of the store, everything looked just empty. So we had to act. Acting meant sacrificing my tropical fish section for a couple of weeks. The day we did this, we were receiving a huge fish shipment. And now this fish shipment, I'm going to be showcasing it next week. 2 hours before the delivery guy arrived, I figured, you know what? We cannot present our new fish with this section looking like this. So we got to work. For those of you who know me, you know that last minute panic, that's my jam, that's where I shine. So we worked really hard on it. If you're interested in seeing this whole thing and my whole store in real life, I have an actual local fish store that you can visit during my opening hours. I am in Terrebonne, Quebec. That is right outside of Montreal. If you want to order fish, my whole stock list is online. I will put the link in the video description as well as a link where you can send me an email and ask me for a quote. Just send me your address and we will get talking on shipping options. So enough talk, now let's get to why you're actually here to watch me move aquariums around and take all my store down and build it right back up. Let's go! Here is what we started off with. It couldn't stay like this any longer. The big difficulty we're going to run into for this project is the racking. When we set this up the first time, we didn't have a lot of room to, well, set everything up. So we had to do it like this. We figured we wouldn't move it anytime soon. Boy, were we ever wrong. What you're seeing now is we're preparing the tanks for the new shipment. This is why we're emptying the functional aquarium system. I wanted to put the new fish into the tanks to the right and the old fish into the new tanks that we're setting up today. Basically, we're emptying out all of our tropical fish. The sponge filters are being kept wet in a bucket filled with aquarium water. This should preserve the beneficial bacteria. It shouldn't last too long. The fish are going to be spending a little while in the buckets while we get all of this settled. Sorry about the framing, I couldn't find my tripod for this activity. So now let's take the whole thing down. Even though this is a lot of work, it's one of the easiest Store Xtreme makeovers. We're usually moving 90-gallon or 125-gallon tanks. 40-gallon tanks are a breath of fresh air. The racking is wider than the aquariums, so the tanks rest on a plank of balcony wood that's solidified underneath with 2x4s. To remove the beams, we had to remove the right hand and then move the left end so that we could take it off, as the hand of the beam was stuck. These turquoise beams are the ones I hate the most in my store. They were so hard to put in the first time that we thought they had been soldered crooked. We called the company that made them and they sent us one of their men to help. This little 70-year-old man grabs one of the beams alone and clipped it into place without effort. We figured, hey, we can do that this time. No, we can't. Actually, they were so tightly set up that to unclick them, we had to use our jack. It works, thank goodness. We were getting worried at this point. For the rest, the jack helped with the bottom beams, and our makeshift insulated hammer helped for the rest. The best tool would have been a rubber hammer, but we did not have that on hand. Now to set up the wood planks. They have to be at the same place to fit. What we didn't think of was that we didn't necessarily use the same beams as they were set up with. They were hard to set up because of this. You can see Ben using his ingenuity to get it in place. Eventually, some brain cells clicked and I just sawed off what didn't fit with a handsaw. Now we're putting the aquariums back on and let's fill them all up. At this point, it's 11 p.m. and we're really excited to get this done and get the fish back into their homes. During this time, what wasn't filmed was that the shipment arrived, the fish were safe and sound, and we already put them in their new homes. In the near future, we plan on setting up the plumbing and making it a drip system. It's going to be great. But for tonight, that is it. We're putting our old fish in the new tanks we just set up. We'll be using water that was prepared in our contraption. Good fresh water for the fish. They'll definitely love this new home of theirs. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button. There are a ton of new awesome fishy videos coming up. I am not done with my Fish Store Xtreme Makeover. If you're interested in ordering fish from my store, I can ship throughout Canada. All the links are in the video description. Go check it out. If you want more fishy content in between my videos, well, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and I have a great website where you can shop online and see all of the fish I have for sale. As I said earlier, I ship throughout Canada. If you like this awesome CICHLID Geek t-shirt that I've been sporting out through this video, you can get it on the Teespring store. The shirts ship out worldwide, and every shirt you get really encourages me to continue doing what I'm doing and helps you look as fabulous as I do wearing this. So thank you to everyone for tuning in. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye!